No one likes to be told they can't. I was thinking about this because we're now at this stage of the big C, and it got me thinking about how things have changed. Specifically, how when we were in the thick of it and we were told you can only go out to exercise one time a day, once a day, okay? I saw so many people out doing their daily exercise, whether they were going for a walk, whether they were going for a run, whether they were going on a cycle, whatever it is. All of those people were out getting their daily exercise in, and these are the very same people who have been saying for weeks, months and years that they wanted to get back into something. They wanted to get back into a fitness routine. They wanted to do something to get out of the house again, okay? And now we're a few months on, we're now allowed to go out, and what do I see on the streets? Because I'm out most days, okay? I'm out most days, and what I see on the streets now is there's hardly anyone out there doing their daily exercise that they were so eager, so keen to start when they were told that they could only go out once a day, okay? Whereas now the restrictions have lifted and we can go out whenever we want. And it's that psychology, it's that attitude of the fact that because we were told that we could only go out once a day, that was when the appetite was at its peak. Yes, there are other factors coming into play here, but what you can see is that so many people have now taken that as, well, I can do it whenever I want, so I won't actually do it. I'll spend my time doing all those other things, as opposed to continuing so that that habit became a habit, okay? Another case in point, another example is when you're told that you, or maybe when you're saying to yourself and you're taking this all or nothing approach that I'm not going to have chocolate again forever, okay? The minute you say to yourself that you aren't going to have chocolate, you're telling yourself that you can't have it, you want it so bad all of a sudden. It's the same with the exercise, it's the same with your nutrition, it's the same with most things really that you deny yourself of. So that's why so many things, so many attitudes or so many approaches where it's like an all or nothing approach, that's why it doesn't work. Okay? What does work for long-term sustainability, as boring as it is, as many times as I'm going to say it, is that it takes you doing things over and over and over, doing the boring work, showing up regularly to actually get the habit to become ingrained. It can be as simple as I've got a client who we've just helped to improve the amount of water that she drinks, okay? And all it took was her to be held accountable to me for the last 2 weeks, so that now, after having been accountable, after having reported to me after pretty much every glass of water for 2 weeks, it's now become ingrained because I didn't tell her that she couldn't have water anymore. Whereas maybe looking back, I should have took that approach. I should have said, you're only allowed 1 litre of water a day. And mentally, she probably would have taken that as, well, Mike's only allowing me to have 1 litre of water a day, so I better make the most of it, or I'm going to have more because he's told me that I can only have that much. So if we apply that psychology to the wider audience of what has happened here, which is we can now go out and exercise and get some sunlight and get some fresh air anytime we want, it's plain for all to see that people aren't upholding that, and that's a worry for me, because now more than ever you've got more time than ever to go and do that stuff. People are at home more than ever. They have more time because they're not commuting anymore. They have more time because so many things that took up so much of their time is now gone. A lot of people are on furlough, so it's not that they don't have the time, it's more about the fact that their mindset is such that because they can do all of those things that they want to do, they're sport for choice now. Sport for choice, instead of taking the attitude that let's make the most of this opportunity and ultimately stick to your guns and do the stuff that is necessary to give you the long-term habits. Okay, long-term habits, that's all I'm about, really. Long-term habits along the 4 key principles, okay, of how much are you moving, how are you nourishing your body, what are you doing to strengthen your body, not to make yourself skinny, but what are you doing to actually strengthen the body, and then your mindset, what are you doing to bolster, to boost, to improve your mindset, your mental health, because all those 4 things work when you meld them together to give you long-term results, so that you ultimately have the right mindset to enjoy your fitness, health and happiness in the long term. Okay, so it's about the attitude ultimately, because no one likes to be told what they can't have. So why start by telling yourself that? Don't deny yourself anything, really. It is about moderation and not necessarily balance in terms of, 50% good, 50% bad. It's actually about having the right mix for you and your lifestyle that you want to lead and the way you want to feel. Okay, so no one likes to be told what they can't have, so don't start with yourself.